G'day guys, Mr. Oz Adventure here once more, coming at you from the beautiful Gold Coast in Queensland, Australia. Today I am going to recreate a video I did 5 months ago following on from Cyclone Debbie. The cyclone came through and ripped the Gold Coast to pieces. It ripped pretty much most of Queensland to pieces actually. But I went out and I filmed some of the devastation around the Gold Coast region. You can see the link to that video on the screen right now. And I'm just going to go and compare some of those spots I went to last time and see what the damage is at now. Most of the damage has been repaired, but there are still some road closures 5 months on. Stay tuned, hopefully this will be entertaining. So we're heading up the glorious Gold Coast Springbrook Road at the moment, up to Springbrook National Park, but the only thing is, you can't get through still. In the last video, the creek here was not far below this bridge. It had just been reopened. That is what the water level looks like normally. Whoa, watch where you're going, dickhead. I know I can't get all the way through here, but I just want to take you up to where it does close, and it is a good little ride anyway through this twisty section. You miss out on the best parts of the road, but it is still a bit of fun going up and down through this little bit of the initial section of the road. So we're only about 10 minutes into the road at the moment, the Gold Coast Springbrook Road, leaving out of Mudgeerbar, and this is as far as you can get. It is closed all the way up to the top of Springbrook. So to go up to the National Park and everything, you have to go around the long way. That was closed initially after Cyclone Debbie because the road was cut in half. We'll go around there now, you can get through. They opened that up fairly quick, but this is going to be closed for a long time. December 2018 they're saying, so that is another 15 months away. That is an enormous amount of time. I was initially stunned and I couldn't believe it and I couldn't understand why. I thought, how can it take so long to bloody open it back up? But apparently they've run out of funding. They set aside a bit of money for the reconstruction of the road, and apparently they've run out of funding. That's what I've heard. It's also taking a little bit of time to rebuild the bridges. There's 2 wooden bridges leading up to Springbrook, and they are heritage listed, so they have to be rebuilt in a particular way to retain that heritage listing. There's also a lot of landslides, so I think a lot of land, like cliff faces, came down on the road, it covered it. That's fine. That wouldn't have taken them too much time to fix up, but I'm assuming also some of the road on the lower side slipped away, so the road was maybe gone completely in a few spots as well, which obviously takes a lot longer to fix up. Anyway, let's go and have a look at the next spot. Got lots of twisty fun to lead us there. So this road I'm on now is the first bridge that I took you on in the video 5 months ago. Oh, it's a big goose there. And this creek was just about flowing over the bridge. There was debris everywhere over this whole bridge. You could barely get through it. It only just reopened. There was just debris everywhere. It was flowing super fast. So you can see the level there now. We haven't had rain for months. Well, we've had 1 day of rain in the last 2 months, and that's how it looks normally. We don't get consistent rain here in southeast Queensland. We get no rain for months over the winter months, and then we get the opposite in summer. We get it all come down at once and we get flooding. Alright, so we're on to the next place now, which is the Numinbah River. The last time I crossed the Numinbah River on video, there was water lapping right at the edges of the road here. The road had only just opened back up. So yeah, in the last video, the water was just lapping at the edges here. The water the day before had been running over the road. It is hard to believe when you look down at the water level there now, just this slowly trickling idyllic stream, that the water could be a raging torrent going straight over this road. Look at the cows down there. So they can walk across that now. It's that shallow. This was a raging torrent right out from bank to bank across the paddock. It always amazes me when it's looking low like this, you just can't picture it being so high and so much water just rushing through here. And when it's in flood, you can't imagine it being the trickling, slow-moving stream that it is right now. What a difference 5 months makes, eh? We're just entering Hinze Dam now, and you might remember the last time I was here, there was a long stream of traffic banked up and everyone was trying to get in here to see the water overflowing the wall. It is not overflowing at the moment. It's been some time since water has gone over the top, and there is absolutely no one here. vastly different scene to last time. Well, there we go, Hinze Dam drier than a dead dingo's donga. Look at the flow coming over there now compared to last time. There's absolutely nothing. Last time was a raging torrent all the way through there. It was incredible. Alrighty, got plenty more twisty fun coming up now before we hit our next destination. Just going to take a little bit of a left in here. You could not get into this car park 5 months ago because right about here was where the water came up to. Just about here. You couldn't get any further than that, so it was all blocked off. So 5 months ago when I was here, you couldn't get any further than just up here where this car is pulling out. You couldn't get up through the Numinbah Valley all the way into New South Wales because it was completely blocked off. You certainly couldn't get up Pine Creek Road here up to Springbrook. It was cut in half, this road here, completely. They've had to redo this part of the road and rebuild all that wall from scratch. It was blown in half. I've got a photo of that which I'll put on the screen right about now. Yeah, so you can see the old part of the road there, and then it goes into this completely new bridge. It's hard to believe that that was a raging torrent strong enough to take out this road completely. Just blow it away, gone. There's only two ways up to Springbrook. This and the other road up the front, which I've already showed you, which is cut off. For a while they were rebuilding this, Springbrook was completely cut off from the world. You couldn't get up there. While we're here, we'll take a bit of a ride up to Springbrook and we'll have a look at the other side of the road where it's blocked off. Because I like this road, it's bloody awesome. Here's the downside to the front road being closed at the moment. All the traffic's got to come up this way. Looking forward to that front road opening back up in December 2018, I tell ya. They've got this sign blanked off at the moment that points down towards Mudgeeraba. You obviously can't go that way. I'd say it's going to be blocked right here. Yeah, you can't even get down there at all. So I won't go right up to Springbrook and show you all around there because I've shown you in a video once before which was pretty amazing if I do say so myself. So I'll put a link to that on the screen right about now, and I highly recommend you go and check that out if you haven't seen it already. Alright, we'll head back down Pine Creek Road now and hopefully I'll get a smooth run all the way down with no traffic. Then I might take you out through Numinbah Valley and we'll have a look at the landslide area out there that is still half blocked. Alrighty, so we're just coming into the main landfall area on this road right now where it's still single lane. There are a number of landslides on this road back further where we've already come through. There was one there and further up on the New South Wales road at the side of the road, but right here was the granddaddy of them all. That just took out the whole road and the hill below it. Just crazy, absolutely huge landslide. We'll just run up to the border here and we'll see if my sticker's still on the sign and then we'll come back. Alrighty, here we are at the border now, just crossing into New South Wales. There's a popular spot to stop off on a group ride. Oh, look at that, there's a few more stickers since we started it. So we put our stickers up there on the Wyvern Biker versus Yummy Noob ride. And quite a few others have been added to the collection since then. Absolutely marvellous part of the world. Look at that, Springbrook up there. The best of all lookout right at the top. You've seen that in my videos. You've seen me riding this road through here plenty of times, so I'm not going to do it again. Hey, back in Queensland, woo! Where it's illegal to keep rabbits as pets. So yeah, this whole road was closed for a number of weeks due to this section of road here just completely disappearing. The whole hillside just fell, took out the road, and it took them quite a few weeks to get it back open and rebuild the road again. Okay, so we're going to retrace our steps a little bit now, and I'll see you on the other side of that. I've got about half an hour of glorious twisty roads coming up and views like that to put up with before I show you the next spot. So what we're coming up to right now is the causeway over the Coomera River. This was absolutely underwater right up to the edge here, and there was debris up the road further that we've just ridden through. So when I was filming here, there was still water rushing over the whole thing and you couldn't get right across it. It was just rushing between these concrete edges there. And I was able to stand up in the corner up here, and there was debris all the way up here. The water came all the way up to here at its highest point. It was blocked off the road up here where this intersection is. So yeah, that was pretty amazing to see at the time when you realise the level of the water where it normally is. You see how high it did get to. You still see a lot of the trees that were broken and bent and pushed over by the rushing water at the time. So one of the other places I want to show you here is this wakeboard park. This wasn't open when Cyclone Debbie came through. It was just about to open, but this road was completely washed away, gone after the storm, and the bridge there might have been completely washed away as well. There's cars trapped in there. Far out, the whole road's just gone. You couldn't get in here anyway for quite a while. I was just about to open the wakeboard park and then bang, Debbie hit. So I had to wait a little bit longer, and yeah, I haven't been in here before. Holy shit, yeah. I haven't done wakeboarding for years, but this would be a lot of fun. Here we go. Are they going for the jump? They're going for the ramp. They're going for it. Whoa! This is a pretty cool way to get into wakeboarding if you don't want the expense of a boat, which I don't. I used to have a wakeboard, but boating was a very expensive exercise, I found. Oh man, I should get into this. Oh shit, yeah. So over here is the very last spot I wanted to show you on this video. That bridge was washed away, and it took them 4 months or so to rebuild it. They've only just opened it back up again about a month or so ago. Let's just pull in over here like I did 5 months ago. Bridge is gone. In between the last pylon there and the land itself, the bridge is just gone. The road's fallen into the river. Yeah, that last span over on the other side there was completely missing. It had fallen into the river. The earth, where all those big rocks are over there, had washed away underneath the bridge, and the road had collapsed into the river, and boop. So that was closed for about 4 months, and the traffic had to go all the way around the long way to get up to Mount Tamborine from the Gold Coast. This is the main route from the freeway up to the Mount Tamborine. As you can see, it's fairly busy with traffic. Alright guys, I'm going to leave the video here. Hope you enjoyed that. Got to see a bit of the comparison from 5 months ago to what it looks like now. Vastly different. Cheers guys. See you in the next one. Bye bye. So we'll just go over this bridge now and make sure it's, it's okay for everyone to cross. Oh yeah, you can see the new piece there that they put in. That's okay, it'll pass the test. I think it's fine until we get the next cyclone and it blows away again.